So, welcome back to Resident Evil 2. Last time, we started poking around the sewers, and we found a way back to the RPD. With that, now that we've done that, let's look around here a little more and pick up the stuff that I had to leave behind on the first time because I ran out of inventory space. There's a couple of soldiers laying around here. Ooh, video cassette. Operation Nest Wrecker 2. I wonder if this tape is still good. Moving on. Another river of shit. In we go. Sometimes I have a little trouble remembering what connects to where in the sewers. Especially for these bits down here, because honestly, this part is totally optional too. Like, Claire does not have to do anything over here aside from get the rook piece. Also, yeah, the SMG is way more accurate with the suppressor. So these big G spawns, we'll call them, their weakness is the eye on their shoulder. If you shoot enough for it to pop, then they will die, but sometimes the eye is covered by, like, maybe 1 to 3 layers of hardened flesh that you have to shoot through first. It's kind of gross. That's all there was to this waterway, so if you can live without getting 3 magnum rounds, don't even bother coming down this way. And over this way is another use for the T-bar. I want to say this might be the last one. Surprise! We're back over by the Oregon Trail. So we'll be back later one more time to actually go to the Oregon Trail for real. Still collecting goodies after all. Over by this waterfall of shit. Okay. So, back over where at the other end of that bridge that the rook piece is keeping up, there's a little thing, or I guess we'll say Easter egg, because but
no, fuck this.
I'm gonna call this an Easter egg. Claire does not have to go down this way at all. And in fact, you can see, like, Claire does start here in the sewers, sorta, but Claire drops down from not the waterfall. But if she does drop down the waterfall, then she'll give off the purest "fuck this" I've ever heard in my life. Anyway, this G-spawn here is the reason why I would recommend just opening that damn locker immediately. Because he's in the way if you do it legit. S, Z, F. And our prize is more SMG ammo. Which is not unappreciated. So yeah, why don't we go watch that tape now, after we bank a couple of things. Make a couple acid rounds too. They'll probably be a little useful later.
Please, stop. Stop. No.
Hurry, you freak!
Don't hurt him.
Glad I watched that.
Well, that wasn't freaky at all. Well, we're done with that tape now, so, let's move on. We still need to go get that rook key, so let's do that. At some point, I also got that, white gunpowder on the other side of this bridge. I didn't think it was worth showing, though, because it's just a white gunpowder. Oh yeah, now we can't go this way, which... oh well, that's a shame, I guess. I figured I'd also take the quote-unquote scenic route back to the Oregon Trail. Might as well, since we opened the way. And here we are, back at the Oregon Pit, the Oregon Trail, the Hell Pit. This place will have many names.
Okay. This place is creepy.
A friend of mine calls it the G-Nest. Oh, that's not promising at all. There's an herb here, and I highly suggest you pick that up. There will be more herbs to pick up here too.
Jesus. They're everywhere.
And I believe there's an SMG ammo pickup somewhere, but I don't actually know where. Anyway, I'm popping an herb now because I don't want to deal with these guys. Don't do what I did. Run around to your left and his right, not your right and his left. You will never fit in that tiny crevice. Anyway, these guys have a grabbing attack, and if they grab you, you would be poisoned. But I had the RGB herb up, so I was protected from poison. Okay, also don't do what I do here and run into this side. This is a dead end of a cul-de-sac, and now I'm trapped with this guy. These guys also have another attack where they shoot out little baby G's at you. Also kind of a pain in the ass to deal with, but good chance to shoot at them. Although now I'm really low on SMG ammo now. That's okay. Hug the left side here, because another G spawn's coming out of the wall. There he is. But he can't get us now, we're safe. Alright. So, this is the last room of the sewers. There's an herb here, so grab that, make a green and red. And let's move on. So, this is where we're gonna get the last chess pieces. First off here is the queen. It's the queen piece. Don't know what to say about it. In this box is a blue herb, so you basically get to make an RGB herb just from going into the Oregon Trail. So we'll be needing the queen plug to move around in this room. We'll also be getting the king plug, as you can see here. So up this way. There's a dude who falls. Honestly, you're probably better off just rushing the next bit and instead of going back to hit him like I am.
I can do this.
Acid rounds are weaker, but they can melt body parts. Like this. I think his arm melted off. But they are a pretty instant stun on zombies, so not bad. Just not a great use of your gunpowder. The king piece was up there. I don't know how I missed it on the recording run, but we'll just go back for it. There it is. Yep, it's a king. Okay. So now, let's go get ourselves that thing on the wall there. This is the Spark Shot. It is a high voltage gun for use on test animals. That's pretty cool, actually. This thing is a charge-up weapon, but it charges up a little weirdly. I'll explain in a bit. First, we gotta focus on getting out of here with the 2 chess pieces. So, what we want to do is we want to take pieces back, and we want to open up this door with the queen plug. Now we open this one with the king. And hey, now we can go back and get the queen plug. And then go back through and get the king plug. That wasn't so bad. Also, wow, I am completely full up on inventory. Okay, so we got all the plugs. Now we gotta go back through the Oregon Trail. Won't be as bad because at least on this recording, I've taken care of 2 of them. But this guy's still there. So this is the Spark Shot. I'm a terrible shot with it. I don't know what to say. Also, him going down is not good because he could resurface. Somehow he didn't, though. So, Spark Shot, you throw a line into your enemies and then charge up a blast. And once it goes all the way, by holding down the left trigger, it just explodes and does a colossal amount of damage. Just don't be wasteful with your shots like I am. You cannot make any Spark Shot ammo, you can only find it, and it is pretty limited. And now I'm completely out. It's okay. Killed all the G-spawns. Now we can get out of here. So, now that we're back in the safe room, let's solve this puzzle for real. So, the queen and rook are opposite each other, and the bishop and queen aren't next to each other. So that means the rook has to be here, because the only other 2 slots open are adjacent. So the queen goes here. And finally, the king.
Alright, Sherry. On my way.
If you mess up this puzzle enough times, player will equip that this is taking forever. Also, you don't have to do this. This is purely for my own OCD. But the map does not flag this this room as complete until you reclaim all these puzzle pieces, even though you will never need them again. See? It's weird. Okay, one last look at my inventory to see what I want. I think I'm taking a combat knife. I don't actually know if I use this thing, but it makes me feel a little more secure. Couple herbs on the way. You can make another RGB. Here's the waste disposal chamber.
Power must be out.
Looks like we're gonna have to restore the power to it. Here's the red herb. It was at this point I realized that I missed the green herb somewhere. It's out in that little connecting hallway. Don't worry. Probably worth your time to pick up, but if you don't, it's no big deal. Now that we're here, we can go look at this quote-unquote puzzle. It's actually pretty easy to brute force, but to turn the power back on, you gotta flip switches 1, 2, and 4. But it's not gonna be that easy, because
Shit!
William's back. So, my usual plan for this, up until this recording session, or I guess until after this recording session, was just run around in circles and hope he doesn't hit me. Literally up until this recording session, it worked. Those two, if you see those two fans over on the left side from where the camera's pointing, if you stand in a certain spot underneath there, he can't actually get you. So keep that in mind for if you're following along. Eventually, though, he'll start banging against this the shutter. So that's your cue to just wait here, and as soon as he breaks through, just book it.
Should have known you would have done.
He'll be right on your tail, but that's okay. Just as long as you keep running, you'll be fine. So this is going to be where the arena is. This fight is basically a puzzle boss. So first things first. Gonna get this crane going and pick up all these supplies. I really did not need to take a knife with me. I have 3 knives now. This fight's kind of tricky because you cannot just defeat him with weapons alone. As you can imagine, this crane is going to play a big part in the fight. So, if you do enough damage to him, you will stun him, at which point you bring the crane back to get him. And if all goes well, you've timed it well enough that he's stunned in the crane's path. And this happens. But of course, one crane is not enough to take him out, so time to go again. If you actually do enough damage to him, you can skip. You can get it so that you only have to bring the crane around once. But I'm not really sure how you tell that you've done enough damage to him.
Time for an encore.
Also, you can be hit by the crane, and if you are, it's a game over. So don't do that. At least 60% of players do that on their first try.
I'm so sorry, Sherry. This is taking forever.
That went a lot more smoothly than I remembered. This fight usually gives me a little bit of trouble, but I'm glad I got a good run of it on the recording at least. So, we're back here. So, let's go grab Sherry now.
Sherry. Mommy's here. Sherry. Sherry?
Claire?
Sherry, are you alright?
What are you doing?
I'm here to help.
Sherry's been implanted. She can't be saved.
Are you fucking kidding me? You're her mother. Get in here!
You don't understand. William is still out there, and if I don't stop him...
This conversation is over!
Wait! Wait! I can treat her. In my lab. It's not far away.
Mommy?
There's not enough time. Millions of lives are at stake. Sherry, Mommy loves you, sweetie. Goodbye.
Are you fucking kidding me? Sherry, don't worry. I will get you whatever you need, okay?
Why are you doing this?
Because I care.
Thank you, Claire.
So, Claire's attitude here is a big part of why I really enjoy this game. Because I feel like in a lot of zombie videos, or zombie shows and games, like, everyone's so doom and gloom and hopeless and despairing, and it's so heavy, and, like, Sherry's infected, sure, but Claire's not giving up on her.
But her lab's not far.
She's gonna do whatever it takes to make sure Sherry gets treated, because she's a good person and she cares. And I really like that. She hasn't given up. Anyway, now that we have Sherry, we gotta make a run straight for the cable car. There's nothing we can interact with,
Hold on, Sherry.
so
You're gonna be fine.
just gotta beeline for it.
Almost there, Sherry. We're almost there.
At least Annette has
Good. The cable car.
has come around to wanting to help Sherry, I guess.
Here. Okay. Here you go. Just hold on, Sherry, okay? You're gonna be just fine. Okay. Better check everything. There's no turning back.
This is your point of no return, so if there's stuff you want to pick up, you gotta go get it. Also, I just wanted to show that the game does not let you shoot Sherry. Okay, let's roll.